So let's get right to it. The Lyft and Lyft Express new driver promotion bonus. Before you start driving on your first day, you go inside of the app and you locate that promotion, okay? Now, that promotion is going to vary based on the way that you signed up. If you use someone's referral link or whether you signed up through the website or whether you signed up on the app, those promotions are going to vary. They're going to come in the way of a ride challenge, okay? It could be something as such as, hey, we guarantee in 250 rides that you're going to make $3,200, right? Now, this is how this works. If you get out there and you drive and you do that 250 rides, right? And let's say you only make $2,500, right? Well, on the day that you complete the last ride, they're going to automatically deposit the remaining balance of that $3,200 into your bank account because it's a guarantee, okay? So if you get out there and you drive and you make the $3,200 in the 250 rides, then there's no guarantee, okay? So remember this, you have to complete all of the rides, okay? And you're going to get paid on every ride, and they're going to determine how much you have made during that amount of rides. If you fall short of what the guarantee is, they give you the remaining balance of it. Now, this is why it's important as a new driver to get out there and drive towards that ride challenge, okay, and complete it. Because one, you're going to learn a lot doing that ride challenge. You're going to learn what rides that you don't like, what rides that you like. You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn the customers, the different types of customers, the situations, the different types of situations that come with different customers. You're going to learn the map, okay? There's going to be some confusion with the map. You're going to learn the algorithm and the algorithm's behavior, okay? 200 to 300 rides or wherever in between that the promotion is, that's a lot of rides. So that gets you going. You're going to learn a lot if you go out there to complete that promotion, okay? And you might get a little bonus on the end if you don't meet the said amount in the guarantee. Now, this is one of the most important parts of driving to complete that bonus. Now, for whatever reason, if you feel like, hey, the Lyft Express program isn't for me, right? You can say, well, okay, I'm just gonna turn the car back in and I'm gonna get my deposit back. Hold on. This is where the bullshit come into play at. So you find out 2 weeks down the road that the Lyft Express program isn't for you, and you just want to turn the rental car in because they give you free reign to turn the car in when you want it to leave the program. Whatever amount of deposit that you put down, you're not going to get it right back. That deposit is going to stay intact for upwards of close to 15 days before they give it back to you. So not only are you going to be without a car and you're not going to be making money, your deposit that you had to put down, whether it's 150, 200, 300, 400, 500, it's going to be held by Lyft and Hertz or whatever rental partner it is for up to 15 days before you get it back. Now, They hold it to make sure that there's not any tickets nowhere that could come back on them once they give you the deposit. They want to make sure that you haven't ran any red lights with cameras, you haven't ran any tolls, you haven't caused any damage to the vehicle that wasn't documented. They want to make sure that the gas is at the level that it's supposed to be and that the vehicle is cleaned and returned as you got it. And just want to make sure that everything is covered, okay, before they give you that deposit back. Basically, if none of that stuff is covered, they're going to take your deposit. So you're not going to get it back, okay? But the reason why I say that it is best to get out there and drive at that new driver's bonus, whether you're a Lyft driver with your own car or you're in the Lyft Express Drive program, is number one, if you're in the Lyft Express Drive program, this is absolutely important to go ahead and complete that program. Go ahead and complete that ride challenge. Because if there's some money left over in that guarantee, okay, and more than likely it probably will be, you know what I'm saying, a couple of $100, it will hold you down until you receive your deposit back, providing that you haven't done anything that's going to cost you a portion of your deposit. Okay? It is very important that you all get out there and fight through all of the stuff that's going to come at you in the beginning as a new Lyft driver or as a new Lyft Express program driver. Now, let's talk about the Lyft Express program drivers. With the Lyft Express program drivers, there's going to have to be a balancing act. And yes, it's going to be overwhelming. Because as a new Lyft Express program driver, you're using someone else's car. There's a lot of rules attached to that program. Okay? So you have to balance all of the rules and the criteria to stay in that program to make sure that you don't make any mistakes that's going to cost you any money that you don't have. And then you have to juggle learning how to be a Lyft driver and all of the things that the algorithm is going to throw at you. Okay? All of the situations that you're going to run into, learning the customers and learning how to deal with certain situations involving the customers. So there's a lot that can overwhelm you as a Lyft Express driver. And that's why a lot of drivers in the Lyft Express Drive program tap out quickly. Because all of that can be overwhelming. You know what I mean? So is my advice to you all, so that you cover yourself, you Lyft Express program drivers, is to get out there and drive to complete that promotion so that you can be covered with at least some money, some extra money, if you decide to walk away from the Lyft Express Drive program, because your deposit is going to be held up. Okay, you gonna get your deposit back if you don't do nothing. If you don't do nothing to cause any damage, or if you don't run any tolls or none of that thing, or stoplights, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, you're going to get your deposit back, but you're going to have to wait for it. So if you complete the ride challenge, the new driver ride challenge, you'll have a couple of dollars to hold you down till that money comes back. Yes, them holding the money for upwards of 15 days, the deposit for upwards, them holding the deposit upwards of 15 days or more is a criteria of the program. Is nothing you can say to get your deposit back faster. You just got to make sure that you crossed all your T's and dotted your I's while you were driving and when you turn that vehicle back in. You want to make sure that the vehicle and the gas and everything is just how you received it. Okay? So that you can get your deposit. You want to make sure while you're out here driving, that you out here driving the right way. You know what I mean? And not creating tickets and running red lights with cameras and all type of stuff like that. Anything that can come back on the rental car company. You know what I'm saying? All of this is very important. You know what I mean? Because it's for your deposit health. You know what I'm saying? To do the right things. You know what I mean? For you Lyft drivers with your own car, you know, for any reason that you find that you may not like driving for Lyft on the Lyft platform, hey man, you know, you don't have to put a deposit in. So you can just say, hey, this is not for me, and you can give it up. Or you can go ahead and complete the ride challenge and get whatever money that you make off the ride challenge and whatever extra that may be left over. So it won't show that you completely wasted your time. Look, I was very emotional when I joined the Lyft Express Drive program. After about 10 days of being overwhelmed by not only the rules of the Lyft Express program, the criteria, okay, what to stay in the Lyft Express program, and balancing the passengers, their situations that's going to come with them, and being a Lyft driver. Get it? I was overwhelmed and I got very emotional. I was emotional all the time. Okay? I had to take a step back and understand that I got to learn to work the app and the Lyft Express program. When I did that, things became a lot easier for me. I wasn't overwhelmed, and I dealt with every situation, and I learned from every situation. No matter what situation it was, okay? And that's what you all going to have to do. So it's just my advice, you know, to whether you join the Lyft Express Drive program or whether you're driving as a new driver with your car on the Lyft platform. Drive to complete the new driver bonus, the ride challenge. Get that money. Don't leave it in there. You know what I'm saying? Even if you despise what the driving for Lyft or being in the Lyft Express program, just go ahead and complete the ride challenge. Get the money. Then if you decide, hey man, this is it for me, you know, then go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? But you won't be completely at a loss. You know what I mean? So, hey, with that being said, hey man, I would like to ask you all to please do me a favor. Okay? Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and share my videos. Hey man, you know, this helps my channel. You know what I mean? YouTube is tough. Okay? And look, I'm just dropping jewels to y'all to help you all with the information that I did not have. So what I did was I acquired it all. You know what I'm saying? I went through all of the hardships so I can bring it to you all. You know what I'm saying? So you all can have clarity and know how to approach things as a new Lyft Express driver and as a new Lyft driver that I did not know how to approach. So all I ask is just like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and share the channel. Hey man, you all have a wonderful day. I'm out.